Have you ever wondered why some people rise from failure, while others crumble beneath even the weight of potential? Why some embrace challenge, persist in the face of setbacks, and emerge stronger, while others avoid effort, fearing that struggle is a sign of inadequacy? The answer isn't talent, it isn't luck, it's mindset, not the temporary thoughts you think on a good day. Not the affirmations you recite when life is easy, but the deep, often unconscious belief that whispers to you in the dark. Who do you believe you are? And who do you believe you can become? Because there are two kinds of people in this world. Those who believe their abilities are carved in stone, and those who believe they can shape them, refine them, expand them. The first lives in the prison of the fixed mindset. The second breathes the freedom of the growth mindset. It begins in childhood. A child solves a puzzle. You say, "You're so smart." They smile. You mean well. But unknowingly, you've planted a dangerous seed, the belief that their value lies in being effortlessly good. So the next time they struggle, they think, maybe I'm not smart after all. And so they shrink from challenge. They avoid difficulty, they protect the illusion of talent, and surrender the truth of transformation. Now imagine you say instead, "I'm proud of how hard you worked. You really stuck with it." That seed blooms into something powerful. The child begins to associate effort with growth, struggle with progress. They realize ability isn't fixed, it's forged. The greatest tragedy of our time is not lack of intelligence, it's the worship of ease. We've built a culture that rewards performance over process, results over resilience, outcomes over effort. And in doing so, we've raised generations to fear failure instead of learning from it. But failure is the birthplace of strength. It's not the end, it's the beginning, if you choose to see it that way. Thomas Edison once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's not arrogance, that's mindset. The willingness to wrestle with the unknown, to fall, get up, and rise again. Not despite the fall, but because of it. You see, in the fixed mindset, effort is a threat. Struggle is shameful. Mistakes are proof you don't have it. But in the growth mindset, effort is a path. Struggle is data. Mistakes are maps pointing to mastery. Which one have you been living in? Because here's the truth no one wants to admit. Your brain is not static. Your skills are not set. Your identity is not permanent. Neuroscience now confirms what the wisest teachers have always known. The mind is malleable. The person you are is just the starting point for who you can become, but only if you're willing to get uncomfortable. Only if you're willing to detach your ego from your performance and connect it instead to your evolution. Only if you're brave enough to look failure in the face and say, "Thank you. Teach me." Carol Dweck's work reveals a simple but revolutionary idea. The way we view ourselves. Not our circumstances, not our genes, not our grades or past, but our internal beliefs about growth determine how far we go. It's in athletes who train harder after every loss. It's in students who choose harder problems to expand their minds, not protect their pride. It's in leaders who say, "I was wrong," and mean it, because their identity isn't built on being right, it's built on getting better. Michael Jordan didn't make his high school basketball team. Einstein didn't speak fluently until age 9. Beethoven's music teacher told him he was hopeless. They were all handed a script of inadequacy, but they rewrote it, word by word, step by step, with a mindset that said, "I am not finished, I am becoming." The growth mindset is not just motivational fluff. It's the foundation of all lasting achievement. Because the moment you stop tying your worth to being perfect, you become unstoppable in pursuit of progress. And here's where it gets real. You can choose your mindset, not once, but every day, every moment, every time you meet resistance, every time you hear that voice saying, "You're not good enough, you don't have what it takes, this isn't you." You can pause and reframe. You can say, maybe I'm not good at this yet. Maybe I failed. But what can I learn? Maybe this is hard, but growth lives here. You don't have to fake confidence. You don't have to be fearless. You just have to believe that effort is never wasted and that every challenge is a teacher in disguise. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world and yourself. Change the lens, and the entire picture shifts. So the question is no longer, can you do it? The question is, are you willing to grow through it? Because the life you dream of, the impact you want to make, the version of you that you secretly know is possible, will not come from staying safe. It will not come from being perfect. It will come from choosing growth again and again, even when it's hard, even when it hurts, especially when it's uncomfortable. So now, it's your turn. Ask yourself honestly, am I living small to protect who I've been? Or am I living boldly to become who I'm meant to be? You are not a finished product. You are a masterpiece in motion, so don't just think, don't just wish, choose, grow, become, right now. Because success isn't born, it's built, one mindset at a time.